Go Chundria, Chundria, it's Chundria Show.
The mother of my 5-year-old daughter suffers from mental illness. She and I haven't been together since she was 5 years. The mother of my 5-year-old daughter suffers from mental illness. She and I haven't been together since she was a year old, and I've had full custody of her since then. Despite my attempts at maintaining a relationship between my daughter and her mother, she has proven not to have any sincere interest or ability to be a mom. Ever since the mother's program at my daughter's school, she's been more frequently asking to see her mother and spend time with her. This is already proving to be a traumatic experience for her, causing her to be very emotional and have recurring nightmares. I feel she is too young to understand what her mother is dealing with. In the meantime, can you provide advice on how we can both better cope? This is from Alan W.
Well, Alan, first of all, I want to say good job. You can tell that you are committed and you love your baby girl very, very much. So kudos to you. Also, you are concerned about protecting her. Most of us as parents want to protect our children.
Right.
However, this baby girl is very smart and she needs to know a little bit. She needs to hear from you in a way that is age appropriate. So yes, we may not want to divulge all of mom's challenges or give her mom's diagnoses, but I think that there's a couple things that your daughter really needs to hear. Number one, she needs to hear all of the beautiful things about mom that she possesses. She needs to know that there's a piece of goodness in her that came from her mother, because anything that she's receiving or experiencing that's negative in regards to her mother, she internalizes and sees that in herself. She knows she's a piece of this woman. So if she's hurt by her, she wonders, am I not enough? Am I bad? Am I incompetent? Am I insufficient? So she needs to know that whether it's you have mom's beautiful eyes, or when I first met your mom and she had a great smile, you have that. So any positive qualities that you know came from her mom, and this is going to take a lot in you because you're sacrificing and working hard. You really need to have that conversation with her. Let her know that the absolute best of you and mom came together to create her. That's number one. Then number two, let her know that maybe mom may not be available. She may not be able to be the mom that your daughter needs, but that it is not a representation of her being insufficient in any way, that she is perfectly whole, she's beautiful, she's amazing, she's intelligent, and she is loved. It is mom's inability, not your daughter's lack. That's really important for her to hear. Reassure her consistently as you do that you're there. So number one, tell her all the good things about herself that she gets from mom and you. Number two, have an age-appropriate conversation with her about the fact that maybe mom is not able to be the mom that she needs right now. And number three, let her know that that has nothing to do with her any lacking in any way. It's all maybe some growth or some area that mom needs to work on. And reassure her, lastly, that you are there for her.
And kids are so smart.
Very.
At an early age, they're able to identify and pick up on those types of things. So
she's already feeling it.
Absolutely. Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
Question number 2. This one comes from Amelia. Amelia says, I have had my heart broken a time or 20 and since developed serious mistrust of men with the exception of my own father. I've been engaged twice in the last 5 years and have grown weary at the thought of being single forever. More often than not, I feel like I'm in my own way when I meet men. However, it's hard to let go of the idea that men will flip the script on me and break my heart. How can I fix myself and get my happily ever after once and for all?
Wow, Amelia, thank you for your honesty. And it sounds like Dad gave you that stable force, which is why you're hungry for it, because you've had a positive male figure in your life. So first I want to tell you, Amelia, your picker is off. It is off. So that doesn't mean that the negative things that happen to you in those relationships or the negative things that these men did was your fault. Absolutely not. However, we do need to figure out the fact of what it is that you're choosing in men that continues to perpetuate this cycle. What's going on? Why are you picking these losers? Your picker is off. I love that you said you wanted to work on you. Absolutely. Work on you. Look at the commonalities in all of them. What is it that I'm looking for? And find out if you can get that need met in a healthy way. Sometimes the things that we desire and that we're drawn to are positive qualities, but we look for them in a negative way. So if I know that I really admire strength, maybe I've had a tragedy in my life, something negative happened, and I'm kind of fearful, so I look for somebody who's strong. Sometimes I may be led to someone who's aggressive, right? Because I'm looking for strength. I'm not looking for aggression. I'm looking for strength. That aggression is kind of there. And so when I get into this relationship and they're kind of aggressive, I was drawn to their strength, but I was misguided. And so when they become more aggressive, then I become scared or I'm in an unhealthy position. So maybe if I'm really, really desiring strength, let me say, okay, I do want strength, but I also want intelligence. I want somebody who can maybe be a little aware of and control their emotions. Maybe somebody responsible, maybe somebody with a decent background. So I do want strength. I desire strength, but what other qualities and what does that strength look like in a healthy way for me in my life? So definitely, yes, the picker is off. Yes, work on you. Look at some of the commonalities in the men that you chose and see if maybe those were desirable traits, but maybe we can make sure that we mold that desire in a way that's healthier for you in your life moving forward.
Okay. Well, that's excellent advice. Excellent advice. And I feel like it's something that so many women are experiencing of all walks of life, all ages. You know, you reach that point where you want to be settled down, you want to be in relationships, and it's hard to avoid, you know, you think about the past relationships or, you know, what do the last X amount of relationships have in common? Why do I keep picking this particular type of man? You know, and it's so much searching that we have to do in ourselves, you know, and if you don't start there, how can you just pick up in the middle and, you know, have those same expectations? Absolutely. Of the men that you're going after or that are coming after you, rather.
Absolutely. So. I mean, the important thing, and one of the factors that I live by is the fact that you can heal. And the healing comes in truth and honesty. So everyone has the opportunity. We all go through stuff. I can't control whether you go through pain or I go through pain. We have no control over that. But what we can control is whether that pain is going to hold us down or whether it's going to make us stronger, wiser, and propel us forward. Right. That's the only thing we have control over. And so are we going to not re-experience that same amount of pain? Are we going to move forward? Are we going to really strive and thrive because that pain made us better?
Absolutely. Why is it so important for people to understand how their blood type relates to their diet?
It's important. It's a choice. You know what I'm saying? Everything, I believe, like from just regularly eating clean versus eating right to your blood type, you just do it all in moderation.
But like you were pregnant, you had been eating some of the wrong food, so it was draining your, so is it like something that can be like life-threatening?
It can be.
Okay.
Some foods can be life-threatening. Just like at a very early age for me at 23 before pregnancy, I learned what chicken does. And everybody thinks chicken is the go-to meat, better than pork or beef, but it's actually the worst.
It's worse than pork or beef?
It's worse than pork. My herbalist and holistic doctor, he was like, if he were to choose, because he's vegan, to choose a meat, he would choose pork over chicken.
Oh, wow.
Because chicken is high. The way that they treat the chicken now, lots of hormones, lots of artificial products in there that causes cancer. And that is the worst meat to eat. So yes, the food that you eat, if you don't know that you're eating it, it can definitely be detrimental to your health.
Let's talk about the 4 blood types and what foods in those blood types should they avoid or consume. Okay. I just found out most recently that I'm B positive.
You're B positive.
I never knew that until like a year ago.
Well, you're supposed to have high vegetables, eat a lot of vegetables. That's the vegetarian diet.
Oh, okay.
But stay away from chicken.
Okay.
Chicken is the go-to meat. I love chicken.
I love chicken too.
But I'm gonna be transparent. I do eat it in moderation. I'll do very little chicken, but now that they have turkey breast that are similar to the chicken breast, because white meat is a lean meat, so I'll choose the turkey over the chicken. It's a cleaner bird. Let's just say that. A, B, the B, the O, and just the regular A. Okay. So the thing is that for the B positive, you're supposed to like eat more vegetables. You're even to work out for your blood type. You're supposed to do certain like tennis, things like that, because if you do other workouts, it's a detriment to your body if you're working out wrong.
No, I walk a lot.
Yeah, walking is always good.
But
walking
you said I should do tennis. What is the significance of that? Like
tennis
is
active, moving your body around. It's it's versatile versus just doing one thing. Walking is always good for anyone. So high vegetarian, stay away from chicken, do turkey meats. Stay away from wheat and gluten. You have to pay attention to that.
Oh, Lord.
Because it's so, like I have a client that was, she's a client and she didn't realize why her body was reacting a certain way, and she thought it was certain other things, and it was gluten in her diet, and she had the same blood type as you, and she didn't realize. She's like, I knew it. So when she took gluten out of her diet, she said, my life changed. Like I felt more alive.
Like, so what did she feel like? Tired, less tired?
She was always tired. She was always sluggish. She has a high,
she has a. I'm tired now.
You mean when you wake up tired?
I had a pancake today.
A pancake? No, that has gluten in it. Yeah, then you, as women, we have this bulge, ongoing bulge. We always go up and down. Even when you're working out, if you're not paying attention to it, it's just not enough water. It's the gluten. It's the wheat. It's all that stuff. So you want to pay attention to how your body responds to what you eat.
Okay.
Yes. Then we have the A-B type. The A-B is a combination of all the three. And that's where you're eating vegetables, your high leafy green vegetables, your proteins, and whatever like that. The fish eating blood type is just the A alone.
A alone.
A alone. Okay. That's what, more fish, poultry, turkey, preferably. Stay away from chicken. Any blood type really should stay away from chicken.
All blood types stay away from chicken, but A should go for the fish.
A should go for the fish. O positive, high animal protein diet.
Wow.
So like I have my carnivores and then I have my vegetarians. Even if they're O positive, we have to really, really delve into getting the right proteins into their body because they're high protein. And I have a couple clients like that too. And then we have the carnivores. If you're going to eat meat, you're going to eat your turkey. If you're going to have beef, you're going to have the Kobe beef, the higher quality type of beef. And like lamb, things like that. So you have to know what meats to eat in order to have your body respond properly.
Wow. Okay. So in some instances, certain foods that you eat may cause you, like you said, sluggishness, low energy, etc. And then in some cases, it could be a detriment to your health.
Yes. Even fruits and vegetables.
Okay.
Like for instance, for the O positive type, we're not supposed to eat cauliflower.
Oh,
we're not supposed to eat avocado. We're not, so those kind of things. And I learned in my older years to love avocado, and then I learned I can't eat it. So I cut it out because I saw the difference of how I felt.
What about like citrus? Are there any blood types that should avoid
O
citrus?
positive, no strawberries, no oranges.
Wow.
Yeah, so, yeah, but again, for your blood type, B positive, you're high vegetables, high fruit.
High vegetables, high fruit. Okay.
Yes. So, and if you want to learn what type of foods to avoid, just look me up, www.goodzenconsulting.com. You can look me up on Facebook, goodzenconsulting.com, Ayesha R. Goodall. But if you want to know the list, because Dr. Adamu, he's the one who cultivated and started up this Eat Right for Your Blood Type. There's a book out there. He has the Fitness for Your Blood Type. He has the Live for Your Blood Type. All aspects of what you do on a daily basis impacts your health.
Wow. That's interesting.
Yes.
And helpful information, I gotta tell you. So let's get to know you. Tell me your favorite healthy meal.
My favorite healthy meal. So I probably have to start by telling you that my husband is the cook.
Okay,
in our
Mr.
house.
Cooper.
Mr. Cooper. Mr. Cooper is the vegan chef in our house. So he, look, she's about to start throwing shit back. You're like, oh my God, yes.
Wow,
So,
lucky you.
I'm lucky. I'm very fortunate.
The vegan chef, okay.
He cooks for us. So I'm fortunate to be able to have very flavorful but plant-based meals at my disposal whenever I like. But my favorite thing that he makes is tacos. Tacos are life. You know what I'm saying?
So what kind of tacos are these at the Cooper house?
Okay, right. So oftentimes with our tacos, what we'll do is we'll use all fresh ingredients. We use lentils instead of a meat. So whereas one person may put ground turkey, we put lentils that have been seasoned with cumin and garlic and onions, very flavorful. And then the same toppings that you
the tomato, the lettuce, and all
of that.
Oh, okay.
Homemade guacamole. We use the avocados. We do it with limes. We make it the same way you would make it, just minus the meat.
The meat. Okay. Your favorite cheat meal? What's your favorite cheat meal?
Okay, so
you don't do that.
Oh no, I do that. What are you talking about? I'm a real human being, okay? I'm out here cheating on my meals.
On my meals. Let's be clear. On my meals.
I love fried food. And I think anybody who's probably watching this can relate. You can fry me a piece of broccoli and I'll be like, is this some ranch to go with that? I love fried foods, and I find that even though I don't eat meat, I can find a variety of fried foods that are not meat-based. So, you know, you have your fried zucchini, you have your French fries, you have your sweet potato fries, you have your fried mushrooms, you can fry anything. So that's kind of my indulgence, along with a beer or two, which I like to consume maybe once a week.
Once a week? Just lay out, relax?
Usually what I do is I make sure I have nowhere to go, because obviously I don't want to endanger the lives of my children, make sure I don't have anywhere to go, and I just chill around my neighborhood, go to the neighbors, we crack open a cold one and chill out.
Nice. Okay, Miss Claudine, your favorite store to buy food?
Well,
You're a Trader Joe's. Do you go there?
yeah, I'm a Trader Joe's person, but you know, I want to share with the audience a secret I have. There's these little small Spanish-speaking markets in almost every neighborhood of Southern California.
Right.
If you can find these markets, they have very fresh produce at a very good price. So that's my little secret. So this morning, my children, before I came here, I needed to situate them. I say, what can I get for you guys that you can prepare on your own, so that when I come back, you're not like, I'm starving. Which you're going to do anyways, by the way. You know this, right?
We're still starving.
But they asked, could we go to what's called the Gonzales Northgate Market?
Oh, look at these people you have created.
Yes.
Asking to go to the
They want to go
market.
to the Spanish market. They got 4 avocados. They got the chips that they prepare right there on site. So they're the fresh tortilla chips. They got 2 limes. They're going to fix up their own guacamole and use that as their little snack while I'm here playing with you.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow, look at these kids. What are the foods you always avoid? Like, no question. You go to a dinner party, you see it, you go the other way. What are those foods?
So I started a plant-based diet when I was 21 years old, just on a dare. Somebody said, I dare you to give up all that meat you ate. I used to eat meat like a regular human being, like a regular American, you know, a sausage biscuit in the morning, a steak sandwich at lunch, whatever. So
Somebody dared you. Who is this person?
she's probably watching this, right? When you get ready to cut this down and put it out, she'll be watching it. That's one of my closest friends still to this day. Her name is Trisha. I have a real heart for people who want the best out of me and who want the best out of others. And I know she was daring me, but she was doing me one of my greatest life's favors. She introduced me to a healthy lifestyle that I had no clue about, right? So I said, okay, I can do it. She was like, 1 month, no meat.
Was she vegetarian at the time?
She was.
Okay.
But
also, it was like a life challenge.
It was a life challenge. She's an animal lover. She's one of those people who just doesn't want to do harm to others. And I said, okay, I can go 4 weeks. And I promise you, in 4 weeks, I felt incredible. My energy was up. The way my digestive system was cleaning itself, I was like, is this what I've been doing to myself? So I felt great, and I started to notice a difference in my skin and my body and all of these other things. But anyways, when you say what do I avoid, obviously if there's chicken wings and things at the table, I'm not eating that, right? But there's other things that I just don't care for. So I don't eat cake, not because I don't like cake, not because I'm avoiding sugar. I just
Don't
really
like
don't like cake that much.
You just don't like cake? Any kind of cake? Birthday cake?
I'm just not
anything.
a big cake person.
Okay.
Now, I cut out dairy, so I don't eat ice cream, things like that. But there's still one last thing standing that I can't give up. Chocolate chip cookies.
Like the homemade kind, or does it have to be the smell and everything?
The whole thing.
Okay.
Chocolate chip cookies, I cannot avoid.
Let me have a moment of silence for all the chocolate chip cookies that have been consumed by Claudine Cooper in her home. Let's have a quick moment. Okay, moment's over.
Moment's
Thank
over.
you.
Okay.
Amen. Okay, any fitness apps you use on your phone?
You know,
you don't need those with 21 years in the game. You don't need apps. I got this. I'm the app.
I don't so much need an app, but I used to teach a format for the Nike Corporation called Nike Training Club. They have their own app, and it's an awesome way I suggest it to people who don't have gym memberships but who have access to an iPad or a phone. You pop that thing up, you say I want a 30-minute or I want a 15-minute or I have 45 minutes, body weight, dumbbells, easy work, right? But hard. Really challenging workouts. So the app is the NTC app, and it's, to me, one of the best exercises.
NTC app?
Yep.
Okay. I'll check that out. You have it? Morgan says she has it. What music do you listen to while you work out?
Yeah, so
You
know how I was telling you I turned off the VCR? I
had DJ Quick playing. Yeah.
Right. So some things never change.
Shout out to DJ Quick.
DJ Quick needs to join us right here on our show. But anyways, what I normally do is I stay current with the music because one of the biggest draws to a group fitness class is if the music is motivating. And if the music is motivating, the people are motivated. So I try to keep up tempo, but I do like current urban music that you might find on, let's say, Power 106 or something like that.
Okay, nice. Your favorite piece of exercise equipment?
I'm going to be honest and tell you that I really prefer to train with my body and not use a bunch of equipment because I feel like our greatest tool is this. And a lot of times people get to the point where they're like, I can't work out because I don't have the BOSU or I don't have the dumbbells.
It welcomes excuses.
And equipment is unnecessary. So I like to do a lot of my work using my own physical body.
Okay.
And I also train people that way as well.
Okay. Okay. What about the kids? What are they passionate about?
Well, my children all play sports.
Okay.
But nobody's actually passionate about one specific sport. They're very active. We make sure that they stay in some type of activity, but we're open to them figuring out what they like. So we don't try to impose our passions upon our children aside from making them turn off the screens and do something active. That could be riding a bike. We have a pool where we live. They can swim. There's all different ways to be active that don't necessarily involve organized sports, even though my children are in organized sports. But I insist that they do something active every single day.
Wow.
Yes.
That's good. It's really good. You're a good mom.
Thank you.
How do you keep yourself motivated? Do you ever have days when you're just like, I'm not really feeling it today?
Sure I do, but people think I'm lying when I say I do.
Yeah, right.
They'd be like, yeah, right. You know you like to work out. So I do really enjoy working out, and I need the release by giving myself that 30 minutes to an hour per day of kind of mental therapy. But there are days just like this week where I've just had a hard week, you know. It's just been one thing after another, homeowner blues, you could call it, you know, and I didn't want to go to the gym. But one thing I always tell myself is the days you don't want to go are the days you most need to go. And so I force myself, and that's what I normally do.
Okay. So it's kind of get in your own head, like, hey, you need to go, you need to do this.
Exactly.
Push through it.
Push through it. Just
I know you don't feel like it, but we're going anyway because we need to go.
If I need some extra motivation, I'll pop up my YouTube video and I'll listen to Gary V tell me that I suck if I'm not doing what I
And you're like, okay,
okay,
Keith.
Gary V, thank you. I suck. I'm gonna go crush it now.
No, thank you, sir. Okay.
Yeah, I love Gary V. He's my little favorite motivational speaker on YouTube.
If you work out even, well, do you work out even when you're on vacation? I'm gonna
Of
assume
course
that's
I do.
a yes.
Oh, I plan my trips to work out. Like, I'm like, okay, so if I'm going to New York, where's the nearest Equinox to where I'm staying? Like, I have to know.
I have to do this Saturday, but when I land on Friday, I'm gonna go. Then Sunday, I'm gonna get a quick workout, fly out Monday, go to the gym at home on Monday night.
Yes,
So you're
something
like
like
that.
that. Yes, exactly.
Okay. Last question. What do you enjoy doing personally for self-care? Besides drinking that beer and chilling out with the neighbors.
Chilling out with the neighbors is a big part of my self-care. I definitely believe in the power of sisterhood. I am a Mocha Mom. That is a group of women who come together and spend time with each other, sometimes with the children, sometimes without the children. And I seek out times to spend with my sister friends. I love to be with other women. I love to bounce ideas off of other women. I like to talk about things that we are all aspiring to do, our goals. And yeah, so my self-care is connecting with my women friends.
Oh, that's beautiful. Last, before we go, I have an Ask Chundria question. I'm going to read it for you and let me know if you have any advice for this person.
Okay.
You ready? It says, I'm a 40-year-old woman. I'm sorry, I'll scratch that. Dear Chundria, I am a 40-year-old woman preparing for my wedding in 6 months. I have had a personal goal to lose 50 pounds before my big day, but I'm feeling a bit discouraged. I'm busy with work during the day and managing my household and children in the evenings and weekends, which leaves little time for consistent diet and exercise. At this point, I've considered diet pills, but I've read some mixed reviews. Do you recommend diet pills, or am I in over my head? Is she in over her head?
This is a tough one because it's so many layers in this question, but it's a question I get often. The wedding, the vacation, the big graduation. People want to lose weight for an
goal.
event. One thing I like to say normally when people ask me questions about reaching a certain weight loss goal by a certain date is, be forgiving of yourself.
I love that.
Understand that this goal is not the end goal for your health. The end goal for your health is that you would be healthy forever, for your children, for your husband. And so it shouldn't be about, I'm trying to lose the weight for this thing. It should be more like, I'm trying to carve out 30 minutes to an hour a day for my health.
So changing the goal, not
changing the goal. And do I think diet pills work? I personally don't support any supplements or promote any supplements or diet pills or anything like that. I've seen them work for people.
Thanks for watching. Visit us online at chundriashow.com. See more interview clips, be a special guest, and find out how you can get tickets to a live show.